Okay, and today's topic is we're going to practice.
Today is the 18th.
Implement responsive design. 18th?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18th. So the topic is agency with responsiveness, and we'll practice agency project. It's just a simple HTML, CSS project, and we'll try to apply responsiveness for it to make
I think we lost him.
And you already covered responsive with Marat on Tuesday and today. And before we start with the project, I would like to introduce you to. Can you hear me? Is my connection not good?
Oh, we can hear you.
Because sometimes my internet goes so bad. Let me maybe switch to my hotspot. Yeah, should be better now. And of course, the battery charge. Yep. All right. Well, responsiveness. You already know how to check responsiveness in your browser using inspector tool. And here you can emulate different scenarios of usage your web page. You can choose some sort of device from the list or do your dimensions just whatever value you want inside them.
Mm.
And but before we go to implementing this project, I would like us to consider a very powerful tool is such as Flexbox or Flex Container. We already spoke about that last week. And did you learn anything about Flexbox yet? Okay.
No, we haven't covered Flexbox.
Yeah, you're gonna be covering Flexbox with Mario tomorrow, but today I would like to make a short introduction because Flexbox would be the best tool to achieve our responsiveness. Without this tool, we would be struggle a lot. And Flexbox, let me create my first project on this web page. Well, actually, I have one. And let's create styles. That's CSS. Links. That's CSS. Sorry, it is not here. Yeah, I'm going to open my diagram a little bit later and share it with you. But the idea of Flexbox is to organize a flow of our elements in line, and then we can manipulate into this line with its items. Let me create a holder container. And I would like to create 5 elements. Yep. Element, and maybe give them 1. Up. Okay. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Now we can access each one of them and create a local host. All right. Now we have 5 containers. Let's give them a little bit of styles. I would say the container would have a border 1px green and solid, and each element would have margin 3px, and of course border 1px blue solid. There you go. Now we have our 5 containers, and we will want to organize our blocks inside of our container. Let's give them a little bit of height. Let's say height 20px, maybe even 40. Yep, there we go. Well, right now we take as each block element is going to take the full width of the parent container or of its display, or like here we see our container takes the 100% and its child tries to take 100% as well. But as soon as we add display flex property, our containers become inline element, and now they stay next to each other. And right now, let me print some. Right now, everything we want to do with our container, we can just we have an axle x axle, and on this axle, or we would say horizontal axle, we can manipulate each of our container. Let's say we want to spread them or put them in this on the right corner of our UI. So we can say justify content, and we can say end. And now all of our containers moved right to the right side, or we can say justify counter center. And all of our containers focused in the center, but it's not the only thing we can use in this on these axles. We have a lot of different options how we can spread our containers. And as you can see, by default, since our elements become inline elements, they don't have a width 100% as they used to have. So since they are inline, they take as less width as they can. Yep. But let's take a look in the snippet what we can do else. We have a lot of other useful properties in this. We can say we already seen start when the containers focused in the start, and center, and we can say space between. And right now, our UI or like CSS tries to separate these containers from one side to another side along our axle with holding equal space between its child. So all of these are equal and same to the rest of the elements. Yep. And now if we can if we want to take a look at other property, let's say space around. Now we can see our UI changed a little bit, and we can notice that. Let me add a little bit of width. Let's say 40 pixels as well. Yeah, now we can see that each of our elements is going to have equal distance or have equal margin. How to like imagine they have the same margin, and it's been adjusted, but it's not actual margin. It's just adjusted the distance between. Let me go to take my pencil. So these dimensions and these dimensions, they are equal and same to any other elements. Yep. And same to any other elements as well. Okay. And I would like to take a look at other properties. We had space around, space between, and space evenly. Space between, space. Yep. Now it tries to hold the same distance from end to end and between each element. Do you have any questions? No. Okay. And right now we're trying to adjust our elements along the axle X or horizontal axle. Also, it's been called flex direction. flex direction. And by default, flex direction is a row which is horizontal, and it goes from left to right. Flex direction row. But also we can have a chance to replicate them and make everything the same from right, as I said, left to right. So make it the same, but in another direction. We can change direction row reverse. In this case, all of our elements goes from 1 to 5. Now started from right to left. And in this case, we have our direction this way. Okay. And flex direction can be not only horizontal, of course, as you might imagine, it can be a column. Let's apply the flex direction column. And now our UI flex tries to spread all the elements from top to bottom in one line. And right now, any spacing doesn't play any role because our container tried to fit the content and we don't have any space. But if we, let's calculate, we have 40 pixels by 5 is 200 pixels. Let's say the height of our container is going to be 300 pixels. Yep. Now, the rule of justifying content along the main axle is being followed, like it's been applied. Okay, let me clear up everything. Yep. Right now it is flex direction column. And if we give it even more height, it can be probably more visible. Yep. We're just gonna play some of properties. Space between. Yep, there we go. Everything the same way. And of course, we can put our items in column reverse. And now our column, our elements go from 1 to 5, from bottom to top, which is.
If we use column and then justify content, that means that our justify content become not horizontal but vertical, right?
Could you say again, please?
If we use flex direction column and then justify content, so it means that justify content it's not anymore horizontal, it became vertical. Am I right? It's not
yes,
horizontal anymore.
Mm-hmm.
For example,
because...
if you put instead of space between, you put, for example, like center, so it's not gonna move to the middle of the container. It's gonna still stay on the left side, but vertically will be together, like in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me. It's yeah. I'm going to. I understand your question. Okay. Let me do some row. So right now we mentioned 3 or 4 different positions: row reverse, column, and column reverse. I'm going to comment this out. Okay, and the flux direction role is the default, actually. Default value. And right now we covered only one axle, so we can adjust our content along the one axle, the main or primary axle of our content. And to adjust it, we use justify content. I don't know how to remember, but we have like when I was trying to remember, it's like to be like just or fair, kind of just or fair. We have to consider our adjustment to main axle, which is X. Second, it's we can call align items, and we can say center as well. In this case, our elements are being aligned by center, by start, or by end. So right now we can adjust them. Yeah, sorry. In the center. Let's take a look at some other options. Start. Like here, align items start. It's a default position and end. Sequentially, they come to this side of our container. All right. Let's make our layout kind of basic and default. And imagine we might have more than 5 elements in our flow. So right now we have them just 5, and the width of each of them is 140 pixels. But they might be, let's say, width of 400 or maybe 340 pixels, or maybe even more, let's say 400 pixels. And we can see it's not going anywhere. It keeps staying on the line. For this purpose, I would like to introduce you to another property of Flex, which is called Flex Wrap. Flex Wrap, and we can say just wrap. And in this case, our elements, oh, it's too much, I think. We can give it a little bit more than 400. Let's do 200. 200 is pretty much okay. So right now we can see that our elements are being wrapped to the next line, and if we have even more elements, they are going to be wrapped to a new line. And in this case, we still have a chance to justify content, align items, and do stuff like that. Let's say we want them to be all in the middle. Justify align items, center, and justify content center. Yep. Right now, all of our items in the center by vertical and horizontal axles. Yep. Right in the middle. Here and here. They are aligned center and center. Do you have any more questions so far? All right. So using this technology, this approach, we're going to be able to implement our responsiveness to our project. And let me even demonstrate one of them. Let's say we might have inspection. Yep. So even right now, it looks not that bad if you can wrap the content. So let's say if your device width is 650, we can apply some styles and make them, actually it doesn't matter. So right now it looks okay for a mobile version. When your elements design, let's say it's a picture or some gallery with a height of 100 as well. So it wouldn't be a bad layout right now when your items are aligned like that. Well, let's start to do our project.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What do I do if, for example, at the maximum width of screen, I would want the 3 boxes stay on the top and the 3 boxes stay on the bottom? Like I wouldn't want the 4 on the top. So I want the equal number of boxes on the top and on the bottom.
How many boxes?
Let's imagine we have like 6 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah, so when you set the width of the screen to the maximum, it goes to like 4 goes on top and 2 stay at the bottom. But I want the
Like this?
yeah. So I want, even at this width, I want like 3 on top and 3 on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What
Okay.
can I change?
They can be a few different approaches you can use to set it up. Let's say if you want the 3 containers all the time on your UI, you can say width of each element should be like 33%. 33%. Oh, but we messed up. Like 30 would be, we have margin and we don't use border box. And it's going to follow this 30, try to keep 30% all the time. But let's say you don't want it to be, let me do it wider. So it's okay if the width of the display is 1100 or up to 500 pixels, it's okay. But if you want to make it less than 500 pixels, you would need probably add a media query, or maybe put minimum width. Let's say element width right now. it's $143. Let's say 150. Minimum width 150 pixel. Oh, sorry, inspector was closed. Yeah, and right now when you navigate your width, what's wrong with, oh, here. Sorry. So it comes to the minimum width, and now it just tries to follow. Is it what you're asking, or have I understood you right way?
Yes, but you said the minimum width and now the boxes sizes are growing as you expand the width. But is it possible to make them stay the same size, the default
Maximum
size?
Put maximum.
Ah, yeah, I know what you mean. It's possible to not to be that let's say wide, right?
Yes.
You can what I was doing in the beginning, in this case, I could wrap each of this container inside of the container and make it like two different like sub-containers. And so actually I can apply the same styles. I mean, the same style would be applied to one of them. So I don't have to do a lot of styles, just have the same class name. This is one of the approaches. You can choose align self and break them by the category and align self or do some other actions. But I think you can cover it with Mario on the like class tomorrow. So, because today we're going to cover as much as we can to implement responsive design. Because the Flexbox has a lot of more different like properties and features that you can cover later on.
Okay. We will come across to it while we'll be doing the agency project, because there is a part of portfolio when we would need to adjust the
Can you
options.
just show us now how to do it? I guess it's useful.
How to do
If
what?
other students, can you show us now how to do it, like the question of do not, if the classmates don't mind?
How other students did this project?
No. Can we do it now? Can we exercise what the general asking is to fix the width, even like if we're changing the size of the website to fix it, the container size. What you just told right now. If the classmates don't mind, of course.
Yeah.
You don't
so
get
the
it?
question. Yeah, like if we can practice it right now, like during this class.
Yeah, like just can we do the general question now?
So okay, I understand. To make it
To
like
keep the size. To keep the
Uh-huh.
size of the container. If you are zooming, like changing this website's size, to keep these containers within the one size.
Okay, let's try to do that.
Like
No
you said,
problem.
like put the two into two containers, like each row.
Yeah, let's do one of the simplest ways how we can do that. Let's say we can do container D, and let's give it a class name, class subcontainer 1 and subcontainer 2. And I want to do it And the first three I put in the first one. Okay. Let's take a look what is going on here. So right now, our flex is applying to our sub-containers. Let's give it sub and say S1 and S2. Sub display border 1px pink solid. All right. So our containers now inline. Let's add a little bit of margin. Margin 3px. Let's make them column, right? We want to just choose a flex direction column. Flex direction column. Let's do a maximum width, let's say 950 px. Max width 950.
I just decided when you made the responsive is very like a important thing to put the margin to the left and the right after one, isn't it? When you because I just did mine, when you make it small, if you don't put the margins after, just gonna be like tilting right, left, you know, they just not gonna fit right. Is when you do the margins on the left and right after, it's gonna be on exact on the center, you know, and it's gonna be smaller and smaller like that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, margin auto is a good tool to put your element. Is gonna put space aside of the
Yes.
element.
When you do the display flex and put the justify content center and everything, when you make the smaller, it's gonna broke it. So it took me a whole day to decide it.
Then you should give a padding to grandparent.
Yeah, there's the container to give him the margin for the container. So we like a margin and padding. So it's gonna be the exact on the center. If you don't do that, it's gonna like break your flex, you know, it's gonna be like fit really weird way.
All right. All right, well, this is something we can do about this approach. Oh, what is that? It is not something.
This is what the doubt said right now. You need to keep margin after, right? This was the problem.
Did you have the same
Or no?
problem? The wood?
What is it?
This is the same problem like happening now.
I'm not sure what he put the document.
Can you change it? Yeah, make it smaller, yeah, like this.
Yeah, yes. And if you put he didn't put the media yet. That's why he's like not fitted in.
But yeah.
Yeah,
And I
didn't.
forgot to put another important thing, maybe flex wrap. Flex wrap. And let's say wrap. Or actually, you didn't want to wrap it, right? So you have some.
No, I put the media for it.
Media. Okay.
Yeah.
Adjust for the fonts, screens, tabs. You meant
Yes.
that, right?
So the width is max width is 950 pixel. The width of the container of each element is 30%, but minimum is 150. Okay, let me inspect our page.
I don't get it. Why did you put the maximum is 950?
Max 100.
Not 900, 950.
If you expand the viewport, so the
Okay.
content stays the same in the same like width. So sometimes you are okay with your page, let's say, to be very wide, but you don't want your content to spread from side to side. Sometimes you want to
Okay.
keep it like that.
I gotcha. But actually, like I just turned off the maximum width and it still stay like in the one position.
And it stays like what?
So can you just comment off the max width?
Comment. Oh, okay, max width.
And try to again to zoom it. You stay like the same.
Like
You see it's same.
mhm.
That's why I don't get it. Like
Yeah, I see. It's because the container is align items, because we have align items here, center. Here we can add with margin. So right now, let's figure it out. That was happened because align item center tried to push my content as narrow as possible. Without align item center, so with align items, it tries to make it as low as possible. Without that, it gives it to be as wide as possible. So if we now comment 950, we can see this following behavior. So right now it's like 950, but if we shrink it, it tries to be with it. So we have some measurement in the middle when we can see our content, but after that, and you can design like responsiveness just for one device. Let's say neither it can be website or mobile device in just two options. It can be like three options with media query, and it's up to your designer. Actually, developers in company, they do not invent this style, so they just follow whatever designer told them, because they like have to determine on their own side what device's application is going to be run and what dimensions to use. So your task is going to be just to implement certain styles. Since we don't have our designer yet, here we have to be designers on our own. Well, it doesn't look right a little bit because it's not in center. Now let's adjust each of these container. Let's say the subcontainer can say let's justify content center. Yep, now it's in the center. And here we can add margin auto. Margin auto. And it doesn't give us any effect.
And what does margin auto do?
Margin auto basically does the same distance between left and right, but sometimes it can be not working with flex properties, because flex display flex might like disable some of the element properties while you using it. So
Okay.
in this case, but in like average situation, margin auto would give like would align the item right in the middle of his parent container. So this is.
Excuse me, I have a question. What's the
Mhm.
issue? I mean, what's the problem?
Right now, the problem that we're trying to put our containers right in the middle.
Middle.
Looks like it's something obvious I cannot see right now.
We don't use the media to
You
at
have,
all.
excuse me, you have a green line and plus you have a sub, right? And the sub you should give an margin auto.
Margin auto?
Yes, sub, because you have a container. No, you have a container and you have inside the container, you have a, no, not the container, but to
For
sub.
the sub.
Sub, yes.
Oh. Margin auto. There you go. But right now it's
The,
it goes the minimum width it wants to take, because margin auto takes a whole the space. So right now, if you see,
you should give a 95% width and then you should give a margin auto and then
the minimum width.
95. It depends how much the user wants to.
So element we might have minimum width 150. We can say like 95 here. Or
No,
so,
I mean the sub, you know, you should give, okay, first is the container, the green, and inside the container, we also have another container that called a sub, right? And sub should have a 95 width and margin auto. And then inside the sub, we have an element.
No, we're
Okay,
not trying to change or resize the containers. We are trying to keep them the default size. The only thing is, as we shrink the width of the screen, we want them to go on the next line. Like on the maximum width, we have like 2 rows of 3, then 3 rows of 2, and then 6 rows of 1.
And now I see what you're saying. For in this case, it's probably not the base. I thought you didn't want to have like 2 of them on the line, because right now, if we make it less than, so it's going to place the container in like 2, 1, and 2, 1. So they're not gonna like reunite in the same container. So let's.
Yes, that's what I don't want to see. I want like on the medium kind of width, we need to see like 3 rows of 2.
So in this case,
Or
if
maybe
you
Maybe we can start the agency project so
Mhm.
that we don't lose time, because we will come across that question.
Yeah, we'll
There
definitely
is a
will come
part.
to that.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a part when we would need to adjust our dates.
Mhm. Yep. Let's take a little break and we can come back to the project and start working on the project right after that.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Mhm. Of course. Okay, let's keep going with our project. We can try to design it. So what comes to my mind first, that we have few different like segments of our web page. It's a header with a picture on the background, navbar, some main content, some another main content, and maybe another main content and footer. Let's try to build a layout of HTML elements first. So let's start with footer and class name or ID. Let's say ID footer. And then we're going to have one wider. Then second, we have services. It can be main and class name main. Maybe we might have 3 main containers. And let's make a, sorry, footer, not footer, footer is in the bottom. I was gonna say a header. Header and class header. All right. Inside of our header, we can see some logo. Say it's gonna be H2 with the logo. Let's give it some agency sign like that. And navigation bar. Navigation bar with, it's a common practice to list elements in navigation bar as an ordered list. So let's give it an order list and give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 list items. Services. Actually, I was doing to different way. Let's give it a home. Home. Second is gonna be latest news. Maybe third, gallery. Gallery about us. And maybe contact us. So no matter what with or what device is going to use our web page, we're still going to have the same structure of our content. Navbar, and inside of navbar, we're going to have an ordered list. Inside of our main content, let's say it's news. News, we might have some class, let's say news element, and each of them might have h3 lorem items is there. Lorem 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, nice. And paragraph with lorem 25. And we might have like 3 like that.
Excuse me,
All right.
Tahir, which project are you doing?
Sorry?
Which project are you doing?
I'm doing some kind of similar, but we can actually do the same project like this is.
Because
Okay.
like for me, it's very important to understand like how you think, like how you are just doing by yourself, but I don't understand how did you get this idea, why you started this like this, like
Mhm.
for me, like when I started to doing some projects, it's very difficult to understand the big picture and the
Mhm.
layout itself. And if you are like you try to do something, can you please share with your like thoughts as well, like how you did like this, why you decided to put, for example, 3 main, not 5, and why like first one is H3, why, like because you are doing now, but I don't see the actual result, what you want to do, and it's a little bit mess for me, for example. I don't know about other guys, but
Mhm.
for me it's a bit mess.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback. I'm going to be doing this way. Okay. Let's comment this out for now. And let's go step by step with more detailed, with more details, let's say. Okay, since we are building our project.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can
go
you
ahead.
that project that we have like on our board?
Like, can you have this project like?
I mean like that agency yeah, this one.
Mhm.
Can we follow that?
Do you want me to follow this project, right?
Yes, because like we have a team and they I mean like Marat told us that we need to create a website for one of their company, and it will be really great for us like just practice how to build like actual website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that. All right, if you want to build practice in building actual website, let's go step by step. So we decided to abstract, and we broke apart like main parts of our website, which is UI and I mean for UI header. Then we see we have our content and footer. We can start with header, because as soon as we finish header, we can keep going with and apply the similar pattern to rest of the content. So based on header, we're going to find out our major sizes. Okay, well, we have a header with the class name header. Let's use this picture on the background to make it a little bit nicer. Let's access header. And let's give it a height 400 pixels. Px. Okay. Document. And for just for the visualization, let's give it a border 1 px, solid green. Okay. We can see it's not perfectly aligned with the edges. It's because we would like to use best practices box sizing border box. And margin 0 and padding 0. Margin 0. And padding 0. There you go. Let's do 350. Maybe 300 pixels. Now I would like to put images. Yep.
Why did you put the class header? You could just put, I mean, like without header class, you can just give the style for the header itself. Usually what I did before, or it's like essential to give the class for the header. For example, can you go to your HTML, please? In header size, you give the class header, right? Yeah, usually I do without this one, just header and style the header itself. Yeah, like this. And the question is it like very important to put the class, or what I'm saying is still fine as well?
Yeah, it is important because I mean there is a term, it's been called specificity. When you have to specify using it like that, you might want to apply to all headers on your web page.
But usually in one application we will have only one header and one footer, right?
But you might have different pages. You might have some like primary header. It's better to use by access by class name.
Okay, in the future, thank you.
It can be some different. It can be maybe different language or something like you might need to select different styles for that. So let's do a main header or primary header. It's better to use,
right?
Yeah, but
okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's give to our main header some background picture. Background image URL. And I prepared some picture already. It's over here. I just like to use a picture as a background because I don't have to worry about extra elements on my web page, so I don't have to add another image or something. I just want to use it as is. And here we can use background position center, something like that, or this one was better. Yep, that one doesn't look bad as well. Okay, let's give a color of to our letters. Color. Actually, we can use it here. Color white. There you go. All right. What else we can see on this page? We can see navbar. We can see a welcome sign, and we can see another welcome sign. And nice to meet you, and tell me more. Let's add these 3 elements to our header. Don't need it anymore. Well, do you know the difference between H2 and H3?
H3 is smaller.
Yeah, H3 is smaller. You are right. Okay, we have a navbar. So it looks like welcome to our studio is kind of similar like our logo size. Let's do it H2 as well. H2 and say welcome to our
Are you gonna add this CTech logo?
Maybe we can just keep it like that. We can do some our custom styles. We're gonna do pretty much similar to what it is. Welcome to our studio, and maybe we add H1. H1 is bigger than H2, so that's why H1, you can say it's nice to meet you. Well, now we're done with all of our main tasks. We are put all elements we want on our web page. Let's give them some order with the help of CSS. So first, I suggest we can just organize them in place. Scrolling up, I can notice that this line of UI is fixed. Okay, so let's find it main header and say H2 class name logo, class logo, and then here class nav bar. Okay, let's do a logo first. Position sticky. Position is sticky. And navbar is position sticky. All right, but looks like we would rather to add all these two sticky elements to the same container. So we can make just one container sticky, and we can align these items inside of this container. So let's add just one container. Let's call it div.sticky. And move our navbar inside of this sticky container. Yep, there you go.
Can you show one more time, please, the HTML?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just wrapped sticky this logo and navbar in sticky container. Inside of sticky container, I would like to add some display flex. And right now it's not sticky yet. It's going to move with it. Let's give margin bottom. Margin bottom 20 px, just to make it a little bit aside, to separate them. We can see they are stuck in the same place. Let's give them display property, this justify content space between. There you go. Now we can see our navbar is on the right hand side, agency logo on the left hand side. Okay. These bullet points, do you know how to remove it? Can you help me with that, please? Bar. Now bar dot unordered list. We can say list style none. Yep. We don't have these anymore, these bullet points. But beside the styles, list styles, I would like to apply display flex as well. Display flex. There you go. Now our elements placed in line, and they don't have any space between, or they just narrow, they close to each other. We want to have a little bit of space between. Well, let's give to our navbar a little bit of width. Let's say our navbar should be should have I do navbar separately because unordered list is like a child of navbar. Let's say navbar with 60%. Yeah, 60%. And here we can say, okay, display flex and justify content. Justify content, space between. No, space around. Space, maybe space evenly. Yeah, even better. Okay, sticky. Margin. Let's give a little bit of margin top. Margin top. No, no Cyrillic today. Too much. Maybe 10 pixels. Yep, there you go. Now we have our navbar almost ready to go. I don't like styles a little bit. It looks not that much readable. How you like this blue color, by the way? Do you like to use some other picture instead?
I
Yeah,
just
it
sent
looks
you
very,
the
it's
original
very
one.
cheap.
Okay, let's replace with the original one.
Here, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, of course.
For example, if you increase the zoom of the web browser, can you try to make it the full size?
Zoom of the web browser?
Yeah, just scroll. No, not like this. Like, I mean, take it from the left side and increase it to the left. Make it the full size. You see the distance between the home, latest news, gallery, about us. It's huge. How to keep the same size? Like in the original, we don't have in full size. We don't have that gap between the numbers.
Yeah, you're gonna get a Figma layout for that. Let me show you. Maybe I can show you how Figma layout would look like. Actually, I can try to see, but you're probably gonna be told what sizes to apply. But imagine we want to have a max width of our navbar with 60%, but max width it's going to be some literal like 600 pixels. And right now, if we go the full page and inspect,
and now it's good.
So now it's kind of better. Yeah, but with a with smaller size, you see it's behaving not that good. But we're gonna put some media query on 800, maybe 800 or so, 830.
Mm-hmm.
But so
for
far,
as of now, yeah, as of now we can put max, right? If we use a max, we can fix it.
yeah, max width,
Ah,
minimal width, it's gonna be a good helper for your styles to styling size properly.
thank you.
Absolutely. Well, maybe we can get this picture from.
I actually sent to the chat the picture. You can download it there.
I thought maybe we can get it from like a website, like a reference. But it's okay. I can insert it in my project as is. All right, I downloaded.
I have a question, Tahir.
Yeah.
Why did you use to width and max width in the navbar? This is the width 60% and max width 600 pixel is the same, right?
No.
No.
When we say 50 or 60%, or we can say even 50% for simplicity. So in this case, it's going to be just the half of the. Where is my page? I lost our page. Yeah, it's going to take the half of our UI, but
Yeah.
If the half of our UI, let's say, is going to be like too wide, and it's going to be like 1,500 pixels, right?
Yes.
The navbar is going to try to 750, right, px. So the half of 50% of width is going to be like 750 px. But in this case, it's going to be not going to increase to 750 because we set max width to 600 pixels.
Okay, so we have to use both of them, right? When
So you can say, okay, the width of navbar should be 50%, but if 50% is going to be greater than 600 pixels, make it 600 pixels.
Okay.
Yep. On a very small window, is going to be like up to 600 pixels, and it's going to be kind of actually the same way we can set the minimal mean width, and we can say like 400 pixels. All right. Well, background, size, it, cover, maybe let's say. Okay. The color was better. I'm going to this time. Okay, looks like a little bit better than it used to be. Let's take a look what else we can add to our layout. H2, H1, and button. Since we can see all of this content is placed in line in column and kind of aligned by center, we can say, okay, navbar, header, let's be display flex, and let's make a flex direction column. Okay, so our first container still stays on top as first, and these three guys stay in column one after another one. Let's adjust them in the center. We can give them say align item center. Okay, maybe align content center. Oh, no, it's for wrapping. Maybe we can give it. If it's sticky,
Maybe we can
say,
just wrap this too. Welcome to
Yeah.
Tuesday. It's nice to meet you. Make it flex and make it just middle. Center. Justify that center and fix the line center.
Or actually, I have another approach. Let's see. This is a text element, and it is 100% of the width, right? So we can say,
Excellent.
okay, just text align center and take navbar main header. Let me say navbar main header, and what is H1 main header H2 text align center. There you go.
And justify content
And-
center, right?
Sorry?
And
Justify
justify
content?
content center. Yeah.
This is a column, so we kind of don't need it. It's
Because it was
already
in the exactly in the middle of the hidden, no? Or the other one.
we take 100% of the width, and we are okay with being 100%. And we just align the text itself. So whatever
I mean, like it's not
size
it's
we
not
go
in the middle. It's not in the middle, right?
you mean the middle of yeah, by the height,
Column.
right? Yeah, we're
Column,
gonna.
yes.
Okay, we going to do maybe 450, maybe 5. Yeah, I know what you mean. We can say, okay, align justify content center, but in this case, we're going to miss this header, and it's going to be in center as well. And justify content center. Yep. In this case, we can try to add some properties. Let's say justify self start. It doesn't like start. Okay. It would be actually we want to not to make it over complex, I think we can just add this height by, since we not going to play with the height of the header, it's going to be kind of constant. We can just add some padding, margin top. Margin top, let's say 50, maybe 100 px. Sticky, why it's not? Oh, not sticky.
Try to set top to 0 in the sticky. Not margin top. Just top set to 0.
Top. Top 0. Yeah.
Yes.
And position sticky.
Is it working now?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're kind of facing two different things. We want to align these items by center by vertically, but at the same time we want to kind of keep them sticky. So let's. I would try to maybe.
I would just wrap the
wrap is much more easier.
Yeah, and put justify content center and just text align center, and it's gonna be perfectly in the middle.
Or I have another idea. Maybe if we don't need this, if it stays all the time outside of the header, maybe we don't have to have it in header. Maybe we can have it like in diff. We can get it out of header. Say, where is our sticky? So we can put our sticky container outside of the header. And then just to make position sticky, and it's going to be like on top of our element. And in this case, we can adjust our header content right in the center. Okay. And then S. The sticky position.
Or within the header, you can have two separate divs. Place the top bar to one of the divs and center text into another div.
Yes, this is what I was saying. Like.
This one?
Yeah, you took the top bar out of the header, right?
Yeah, the nav bar and logo out of header.
But I would suggest you to create another div within the header, inside the header, and place the logo and the nav bar inside that div.
I agree.
So basically, it will still stay in the header and have the background image behind it.
Okay, like this. But now we have a problem that when we try to align all the content, we see that it's aligned together with the rest of the content inside of it.
But you didn't create the second div, right? We only create only one for sticky.
Yes, because
you to create for the second as well.
You have the welcome to our student, those center text inside that sticky div.
You need to create the div new one.
Or
yeah, create the second div that will wrap the center text. The welcome to our student, and it's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
or you can just take
because
the
it's
header.
still in the nav. It's still in the nav. Or take the nav, the closing tag of nav, and put it.
Got it.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was actually a good catch because I didn't notice that, and I was, oh, what is going on here? You were right. Because, yeah, right now they are outside of, it used to be with a navbar, and that was a problem. All right. Well, now it should be, we cannot. Thanks.
May I ask you?
Yep.
Why you put everything in a header? You put everything in a header, that's why they are coming together, everything. Like maybe you separate welcome to our studio. It's nice to meet you separated. That's why they stick together, everything.
Logically,
It'll be much easy, like if you just separate them.
Logically, it kind of belongs to the header part semantically, because it's what you see. So navbar, it's a kind of header part, or can be separate.
Yeah,
but
you made the header the flex, right? Or you would if you can I see the CSS style? Did you make something with the header? Main header. Yeah, you made the display flex, and that's why they're all like everything's gonna be stick together.
How we can do to make this thing to be sticky and or be fixed?
If I were you, I would just have the header and just round background picture, and I would just agency logo and then another contact about us, run one div, and the div given some sticky. So when we scroll, so it will be always sticky.
I think we probably okay. Sticky, because I think I messed up a little bit with positioning.
That's what I'm saying. You give the main header, you put the welcome our studio in a main header, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's why. So he made the display flex them. That's why they stick together. If you make change the, for example, main header to the navbar and make them display flex and flex direction column and all this stuff, that's why they're not gonna stick together. You just put everything together in the main header and make them flex. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to reproduce the same behavior like we have here, where is that? We have to have them outside of this header, and this time to have inside the header, right?
But in that way, you can make the flex only the navbar. You put the logo and the navbar in the same like wrap, and makes them flex. Then you just made the flex everything together.
Okay, let me double see. So this is okay, right? When it stays in the same container.
Yes.
Or we have to this is fine, right? With the structure of HTML.
If you make the sticky, that's what I'm saying. If you made put the not flex to the header, if you put the oh my god.
Oh, again, so if I want to make it fixed or sticky, I need to put it outside probably of the header.
All I'm saying, just why is like a H2 and HY welcome is in the same like a thing with the header. That's what I'm complaining with. Like they put everything together. That's it.
Yeah, they are with the header.
You just take out the header or just like wrap up his div.
Body, my header, my navbar. Sorry, probably it is
Take the line 24 and 25 in one div.
Yeah. Just after the nav, just create the div and put inside H2, H1.
Yeah, I understand that. Okay, let's take a short break. I'm going to fix it, and we're gonna keep going after that.
And can you also send that header, the whole header to the chat? I just wanted to copy that too.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to
I
copy
have
it.
I also have question. This practice actually we're supposed to do by ourselves, and right? So
we can do it together, and we just practicing. We just to practicing looking for bugs. Like just to practice the skill. It's not a lecture.
yeah, I
It's more
understand,
like
but then and how they you gonna guys know that we can do without your help? You know, I mean, now we can do we are doing with you, and let's say that if we don't have you, and how we gonna do that?
They're not gonna grade us. It's just for our practice. If you try to complete yourself, if you have any questions, you can ask any of the instructors.
Yeah,
But they won't be checking it.
and we also creating their website for one of their like real company, and I think like
yeah, of course. You can share your screen.
Okay, so I tried to. How did you fit your UI within this frame? Like you see, mine is like ginormous.
Overflow hidden.
Overflow hidden. I use it like a background, for a div. Did you use as a background, or you used it like image?
It's a background image.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you try?
I think it's it has nothing to do with the HTML CSS. It's just here. I don't know how to use this tool.
Can you say background size? Cover on the line in CSS on the line 19.
Okay.
Background size.
It's line 16. It's line 16. Background size already.
Contain. And choose this your second.
What's the second one?
You already put cover, right? Background size cover.
Yes.
And you don't like the size of your
No, it's that in the DevTools it's showing like it's not resizing it properly to the actual size.
Can you make it like a bigger web page so I can like navigate?
Like what happened?
Like a regular page.
Like if you see, if I open it like that, it works fine. But when I opened it in the DevTools, so I could be able to resize it without actually resizing my screen, because now I have to do, like resize it like this manually.
Yeah.
But
Can you open the inspector tool? Inspection?
Yes.
And let me show you. And
What
now
if
you can
zoom?
No, it's actually
you see elements on your web page?
Yes.
Elements, and make it left. Yeah, can you click here? No. 1 second, where is my pencil?
You mean laptop and phone?
Yeah, where is in the corner when you see elements?
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
You mean the pointer?
No,
next
font.
one,
top one?
next one to
Okay.
right. Yeah, this is what. If you click it
Okay.
back, you're going to have it.
Yeah, but I still need to scroll it. So I wanted to fit it in with, just to make it like yours. So here I would have the size bar, so I could just put my screen sizes and
It's for
adjust
responsiveness.
it
When
that
you
way.
click responsiveness, it's going to give you this opportunity.
And where's that button? The responsiveness.
Next to the arrow, a little bit up. Yes, here.
Oh yeah, this one.
Mhm.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Okay, well, in the meantime, I created a div for this as a title, and I'm going to create a div for the content and like content elements, and each element is going to be like element with div logo, some title of element, and some description. And they are going to be the same. This pattern is going to be applied for same of those elements. And let's try to implement it. Content title and content 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 itself. Okay, and let's say content elements. And inside of that, we can add one div with a class name, class element, content element, and here we're going to have three, like what they call icon, div with icon, class icon. Then we're going to say content element icon, element title, and element description. Element description looks not bad so far. And I just want to multiply these three elements 3 times. I mean, this 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, we don't have any content so far. I did a mistake. Let's add to the first one. Is e-commerce. And here, lorem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 4, lorem 20. Lorem 20. There you go. Nice. We are missing. Maybe we replace this not div. We're gonna say h2. h2, and here we're gonna put paragraph instead of div. Yeah, now it looks a little bit better. Let's take a look briefly in inspector and make sure we have everything as we should. Yep. Content elements, this content element, div with icon, title, and description. Looks not so bad. First of all, I see that the width of these two elements is 100%. I mean, they are in the center. Whatever we do to make them in the center is going to be a good fit for us. So let's select our content main, content title, and give it, we have h2. And P, right? H1 and P.
Can you just write
Yeah.
title and visit without H and P because it's already in the one content title, no?
Can you say again, please?
Without texting content type H1 and then content title P, you can just write content title and that's it, right? Class content title and give them text
Yeah, so making this selection, we can say, actually we can skip this part and just to select only content title. But I would like to select these two elements to give them some maybe like certain styles. Maybe it's not going to be a good fit for all of the content. So it's kind of a little bit more selective. Because let me see. Let me show you how it looks like.
It is like content title only two elements, H1 and P.
Yeah, we can probably skip it. I mean, don't use it. And what I would like to do is just text align center.
Why I'm asking is because I just want to understand, like, is it the correct way or not correct way? Because I'm doing like this, like you did now, and I just want to understand: am I doing right, or it's not a good idea to do like this? Maybe it's better to do another approach. That's why I'm asking.
It's a good question. It's about the selectivity. So you're probably better to select the, like, your selection shouldn't be super restrictive, and at the same time it should access the element you want to apply this style. If it works and it's not super selective, it's fine.
I mean, like, maybe it will work now, but in the future, let's say I have another project with a more complicated, projects. And in that case, I just want to understand which one is the best approach, like not to repeat the mistakes.
Okay, for the beginning, I understand what you mean. Let me open like Google and say and inspect this web page. When we find any element, we can find the class name, and you see the class name is sort of some hash value, right? So it's not human readable or something like that. And it's because in modern frameworks, they use modular stylings. So, which means when you build your project for production, you're going to have, even if your styles match with other styles, they're going to have unique value, which is going to help you with selection. And in that case, let's say if you like select it or like make the same names for styles, it's going to be fine. I understand what you mean to like to how to select the proper way to select the element, right?
Yeah. For example, we can always select only class name and give some style, or it's like supposed to be class name h1, class name h2, within like it's within the one class.
There are a few different approaches when you're going to be giving styles. First, when you're going to be giving styles for, let's say, your work is going to be not like that because this is basics. But in real life or in other projects, you're going to have, let's say, some component, let's say header, that HTML. I'm going to make it HTML, but in real life it's going to be like JavaScript file, JS. Yeah. And let's say HTML. And you're going to have separate header HTML just for one header. And where is our header? Yeah. And only content of header is going to be inside. And you're going to have a separate file, let's say header is CSS. And in that case, you'll need to do a couple of styles just for this header. And if you in header CSS apply some, let's say, footer styles, and let's say do something, you will not be gonna be able to overwrite footer styles because it's gonna be encapsulated. So this is an approach of frameworks we're going to work with future. Or sometimes we have different approach. Sometimes when you describe the class, when you use material UI, you're not going to be doing class elements. You're going to be doing like, what is that? For example, main, right? This one. You're going to be saying, okay, flex L3, sorry, flex L3, M50, and stuff like that. So you want to be using this hash and this special library like Material UI or Bootstrap, and you're going to be applying that. So you shouldn't worry a lot about this right now. As soon as you can select the element and apply styles and not to overwrite other styles, it should be fine. Hopefully I answered your question. Okay.
Tamerlan?
Well, we have our element, and let's multiply it a couple of times. 3. Second one is responsive design and web security.
So here, one little thing you can do to make things easier, you can apply the text aligned to the whole body because the whole UI will be
Yeah, this is a very nice catch.
You know, rather
We
than
can-
applying it to separate elements.
Yeah, this is a very good catch. I'm gonna be followed as. So for each element, we can say text align, center. So now we don't have to worry about our text. Okay, now we can see we have 3 of those elements. Let's give them a little bit of style. So we have content wrap element, content elements. Content elements, let's say is going to be display flex. Display flex. Now it looks even better. All right, and when we shrink it, at some point we still have 3 of them. Let's take a look how they behave here. So 650 makes them in column. Well, in this media query, let's just copy paste. We already have display flex. We can say, okay, this flex direction column, and voila. Maybe we can add some restriction to the width. Maybe we can say, okay, width 80%. Okay, and we have 80% of the width, but we got disaligned in this case.
What just do you put margin after?
Let's do that margin auto. And let's put, we forgot to do some icons. I'm going to add some sort of styles. Let's select element icon. Element icon, and let's give it a width or height. Height 40 pixels. 40 pixels. Background color is a bit yellow. Let's give it aspect ratio 1. Okay, maybe we can give it margin auto as well. Margin auto. And let's give it border radius. Border radius 50%. And it's maybe not the same like here. What color is this actually? Command C, Control V.
Aspect ratio 1, what does it give us?
Aspect ratio actually gives us ratio between height and width. I think we can ignore it in this case.
Oh, okay.
But it gives us, let's say, without the border radius, aspect ratio is 1. That means the height of
The height is equal to width.
Yes, equal to width.
I see.
Like proportion. If we give it 2, it's gonna be like a rectangle with equal, like gonna be 1 of height and 2 of width. 0.5 is gonna be the same, but vice versa.
Got it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Maybe give it 60 pixels, and in our
Tahir, I have a question. Can we see the whole screen, because it's very difficult to see in Portal? Like 100%, yes, like 100%, even. Yeah, okay, so there's no space, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look so good. Probably that since we're developing on a very narrow display, we can see the all ugliness of the page, because for us it looks kind of okay, but when you shrink it on the full page, it can be not that perfect. That's why we can add max width to this container.
Okay.
Let's say 1200, maybe 1300. Let's do that. Elements, max width 13px. Oh my god, what is that? Oh yeah, now it works. The thing is, when we had with 100%, it was shrinked from side to side evenly. But right now, when we have width less than 1300, it's trying to be aligned by left side. So we can fix it with margin, with flex, or whatever we would like to use. Let's do it margin auto. Margin auto. And maybe add a little bit margin top 50px. Margin top over right. Yeah. So this is sort of the thing. All right.
How much is margin top? 50? Okay.
Yeah, margin auto. Actually, we can even do a little bit different way. We can say margin. Where is that? Margin 50 px and auto. And in that case, we don't need this additional margin top, because it's going to add first. It's going to add first and bottom margin, and this is going to be left right. Okay, looks kinda accomplished. Well, optionally, it's up to you. You can later you can add maybe even more responsiveness to that. Maybe couple more breakpoints, but it looks not bad so far. Let's take a look at the portfolio. Portfolio is 3, 2, 1. Okay. Portfolio. So we can copy paste the previous title, which is content title. But in this case, we're going to insert.
Can you please show us how to put an icon inside that yellow circle?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Icon, icon library. There are few of icon libraries. We can search one of them. Font Awesome, probably. I remember I was using Font Awesome. Let's search for this icon. Which one we would like? Cart. Ah, not here. The search. Cart. Let's choose. What was the context? E-commerce, right? E-commerce. Any cart would be good.
We have only one option that is free.
Yeah.
Wood shared the link with free icons, and they were there's quite a choice.
I'm going to share. Yeah, I sent it in the chat, and it's going to give us some description how to add these icons. We probably have to link them as well. Let's copy paste. This actually icon can be applied for React, Vue, for different frameworks. Let's try to do with our project. Insert it as is. It's not going to appear, of course, because we need to import Font Awesome to our document. And we need to find how to do so. Start. Oh, send me a link. I'll try to get the link and we. Okay. I agree. Okay, so the idea of this font Awesome is that you kind of use their library, but you have to import their library to your document. And Font Awesome, actually how to import fonts in my document. Let's try this one.
Just use ion icon. It's like much easier. Ah, okay, you did it.
Finally did it.
Yeah. Do you see it? Can you share me your? Oh, okay.
The only one I have one problem which I started to fix it. So maybe someone, maybe Mario gonna help me.
Can you please drop in the chat the link to Fontos?
Yeah, I sent the link to the website. Let's actually try to add this icon, and we can finish this project with this. I don't know why it doesn't render here.
Maybe you
iButton
inspect
is
it.
much easier.
Yeah, maybe you inspect it. You look,
Hello, Mara.
it could be, hello, sorry. It could be the size of the icon. It could be the color of the icon. That just try to see if it's already applied the icon, because Phone Awesome is adding you, if I'm not mistaken, SVG icons. It's important SVG. Could be, I'm an expert.
You mean here or with?
Just inspect it into your project and just see, because if it's already there, just inspect it.
Inspect. Okay, I get
Yes.
you. It is in. Nope, we cannot see it. H1, H1T. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay, click over there. Can you go into your code and see where it has to be applied? No. In your like a browser, maybe you put the inspector on the right or on the left in order to see where it is supposed to be.
Okay, so this is supposed to be in this element. You mean to highlight it?
Yeah. Because I want to see if it's for example very little what is highlighting right now. It just see it's 0.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is the icon.
Yeah, it has 0 and in this case width and height could be in this that we need to maybe use it in a style element. You add some
Maybe add some like container for
width
that,
and
and
height,
maybe
yeah.
some. Let's say we can put it here. Okay, and now I want to get rid of the background, of the yellow background. Yeah. Okay. We're going to find it somehow.
Yeah.
Hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna numb. Yeah, I think I can let you find it. Maybe you can guys wanna take this.
You can give
share this.
you can give it to me. That is not a problem. I can try it. This Phone Awesome. They are quite a headache. That is why I am not a fan of them.
Can you share please this like the HTML and style in the chat in the Slack?
Yeah, I'm going to send it. Oh, Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that was HTML and CSS.
Okay, would you mind to try to add this into your code?
Script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually you have to add, okay, or you have to add at the beginning. This one specifically.
Ah, okay.
For the head.
Yeah.
Yes, I usually do it in the head or in the body.
Yeah, no, but this one try to put it in the head because it's supposed that has to load before the icons, not after the icons. Then, okay. Would you mind? What happened with the yellow thing that you used to have over there? Did you remove it?
I just removed it. Yes.
Okay, would you mind to put it back? I just want to see.
Yellow, yeah. Yellow. I comment this out. There
I
we
still
go.
not. Just put
I
everything in
don't
a
know
code
why,
pen.
but mine is working. Mine is working like perfectly.
Yours is working.
Yeah,
Okay.
I keep
Okay.
saying exactly the same. I don't know why it's not working here.
Yeah, sometimes it may work on the one computer and don't work on another,
Yeah.
and you can spend hours to find out why. Maybe something. All right. Well, thank you for attempting this class today. I'm probably gonna drop.
Yeah, would you mind to put everything in a code pen and give it to me? I think like we will give it a try, maybe if they don't have another stuff to question. I think like
A code pen, or it's I'll just send to the Slack, or I can make.
okay. Yeah, no, if you send it to Slack, I can try to do something here. Okay, Slack. Okay, thank you. Yeah. This one and
All right. Let me make you a host.
okay, thank you.
Yep. Do you have to stop recording, or you just want to keep recording my
No,
session?
we just continue. Let's continue because I usually have a memory problem. You know, when you arrive to a certain age, you start forgetting stuff, and this is one of those things. Okay, let's
Okay.
see. Okay, index HTML and okay, L style.css. Then I add all the information here. Let me just go over here. This is another computer, then I don't have a Slack installed here. I send me everything through Telegram.
Oh, yes, you resent to your Telegram. You have
Yeah,
like a chain of.
don't
All right,
have.
Mario. All right, guys, enjoy your evening, enjoy your coding. See you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is good. Ta-da-da-da. Pa-pa-pa. Uh-huh. We have this one. Let me see. Style. I think it's fine. Then let me open with the server here. Uh-huh.
You need to download the picture, Mario, from the chat.
From the I don't have access to the chat because I arrived late. But let me. Okay, that is not important. What is important is this guy, right? For us, the image you already have it. It's looking very beautiful with you. Then I think doesn't matter much that image for us. What we need to do is to use that font awesome that is here, suppose, right? And this one, the shopping cart, right? The shopping cart is the one that we have to be using. Sometimes this guy has to be. If we have it, what we can. Okay, you have here shopping cart. You are saying that is solid. Okay. Okay, let me just go with the font awesome and I will just see this shopping cart. Because maybe the classes shopping cart, shopping cart, font awesome. We have it here. Is here. This is what you have. Suppose that it has to be fast solid, fast card, shopping cart. But if I write one thing, this is the new version of Shopify or in this case of Font Awesome. I'm not sure if we're using the same version. That is something that we would have. Do you know which version are you using?
Version of
Maybe
what?
we can use another just platform like Ionic.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just try to log in here. I agree.
It takes too much time to download the script from them.
Maxa, did you try those one?
I tried
The good one, right?
which you sent. Yeah, this one is a good one. I like
Yeah.
it.
Because you said you wanted to change the color, so it's good to like easy to like to change
Yeah,
font size, everything for it.
everything. It's good tools.
Okay, let me see. This is one of my ideas that.
It takes too much time.
Oh man, takes too much time. You don't have idea what this takes too much time. I had to spend months trying to get one icon. If you are getting like a rotten or net for a couple of hours, you are starting not that good.
Mario,
Uh-huh.
could you please just check real quick like how it look like, and that's it. Just want to show you if it look like that's how it's supposed to be done.
But just give me 1 second. Solid. Next. Hostel bias. Okay, just next. Get a good name. Hello. Okay. Okay, here. It's saying that we have to use this one. Just get me over here. There it is. Okay, now it will be just to add the color and put it in a different
Mario,
shape. Yeah.
this link.
Oh yeah. The idea like you can where I am? Here. Okay, thank you. There you have the one that I am added. There are some classes that we can apply here. For example, if I'm not mistaken, there is something that is called font awesome inverse. That we use it, that is white. And then we can just see the other icons. Here you have one icon. Then we got the second one and the third one. I mean, I'm not saying that this one. Okay, parcel. Element icon. Ah, because here is this element icon in order to make it yellow. If not, that will not be working because it's still. I have element icon. Element icon is inside the element, right? Because here this one it was already here. That is why it's showing me 2 times. There, and we just need to look for what we are looking for. We have to just look for lock maybe, and we just get this lock. Look. There is the lock, and the third one, what is supposed to be? Security, no, responsive is this one. Okay, then in this case, this is lock, and this one is maybe a laptop. Laptop. Oh, we have to move this guy here, this guy here, and okay, I think they are in
Mario, how did you change the color of your icon to white?
1 second.
Mine is blue.
I just said this one that is inverse.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Then what happened here is that you were using the different version of Font Awesome. Then I don't know which version did you have, and then changing it, it can be in this case the solution. Why we need this this here? If you go to your code, you will see something like a SVG installed here. Here we have the icon, and the icon is installed basically. This is the icon itself. This one, if we remove this one, then you will not have the element itself, because everything is just installed through JavaScript. That is why we need, in this case, to have it. A reason, maybe it will work, maybe or not. But if we add everything to the end, but still not have any inconvenience. But for now, some recommend to add this one at the beginning of our header. This is a recommendation. Everything else, I think like you are able to add it. For example, here you can just make something like a flex or something inside. Flex, and you start just adding your information, right? There you have it in the center. The icon, you can make override it. You can just go with this fast solid, and you can add some height like that. I don't know, 150 pixels and width 150 pixels. If I don't, no, here I am implying it over there. There is a way, if I am not mistaken, to make it bigger. Just let me see, because we need to add it a little bit bigger. If I'm not mistaken.
Just font size. Maybe.
Okay.
I use font size.
Font size. Okay, that works. Okay, font size. Let's say at 50 pixels. Oh yeah, you were right.
40.
25, right? Pixel. Yeah, something like that. But if I'm not mistaken, if exists something that is called stack font some stack. Here, if I am not mistaken, font awesome for 2. Let me try this one. Font awesome for 2. That is will make it double big. Yeah, over there. Then you have a double size. And I think it will be working the same idea as everything, just F2 or F4 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, is 16 pixels normal one and 32 and in the other. Then this could be an option. We can add that element here and also we'll make the trick. Oh, the font size. Here we have it. It's 2M. That means like a 1M. 1M is the normal size and 1M is 16 pixels. 1M in pixel is 16 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 16 pixels. Then 2M will be in this case 32 pixels that we are using. Then this is the option. There was something that we were missing related with this project over here. Just to be clear, just to clarify, the inconvenience was we were using the wrong version of Font Awesome, and that is why they were not showing. Maybe the version that we were trying to use before was one or two version before, and just they changed the way that the icons were using.
You can set the height for icon 100 pixels and it will be more similar to the original one.
Oh, okay.
And I also increased the size of icon I to the font size of 3M.
Okay, that is good. Just then you are saying that this one, right? This
Yeah,
one,
that
100.
100 pixels.
And we're saving this one and this one like a 3M.
3M, yes.
And then we will have to go over here. Display.
M is how many pixels? Like 1 M
16.
is equals to how many?
16?
1 6. Okay. 1 M.
Yeah, 1M is 16, and the other one you just multiply for the different that we have it. And this one will apply to everybody that you have. We can just use these 3 M's everywhere. And there you have. I think bigger it will be looking better, but in general, and the icons are wrong, right? I see like the lock has to go here. And this one has to be there.
I spent hours looking for yellow icons. It turned out it's just small icons placed inside a circle background.
What did you learn during those hours that you were looking for? Tell me 3 things that you learned.
Well, I knew that I was doing something wrong. I even tried to generate it with AI.
Okay, you were able to generate something with AI.
Yes, I was.
Then you have a solution. Maybe one day you will need to generate something and you can just, and I am sure that you're trying to generate it adding different words. And at the very end, like after the 5th or the 6th try, oh, okay, this is the way that it's making it. Now you already saved the time for you in the future. Everything has to, you don't have to say like, oh, I spent a lot of hours how to do this and that. But those are hours that you will not spend in the future looking for that thing. And the knowledge is accumulative. And it's just like that.
But eventually I wasn't able to resolve it. I just made another div just to place the link. So I left the blank divs and proceeded with the other stuff on the project.
Yeah. But that is also something that is called good enough. Good enough in computer science. Actually, it's a principle. It's a principle of engineering. It's called good enough. Perfection will always not play for you. It will not give you, you know, in the majority of careers, this perfectionism is good. In computer science, is something that is not good. I mean, this is, as I am saying, it was someone very smart who say like, okay, look, you know what? Good enough is that the software has to be good enough. What you are doing is good enough. Okay. Is doing what you want? Yes. Do you think it's looking good enough for what you needed? Yes. Move. It is also part of one methodology that is called agile. Methodology.
I thought good enough doesn't work in Germany, Mario. Because in here in the United States, that's the problem.
It works here. If good enough were not good out there, all the tickets of Ticketmaster are managed for us, and I work in that software. All the system of payment of all AT&T in the United States is managed for us. All the Burberry, all the cars like a BMW that you have it over there, they are going over here. What else I can tell you that in United States is working for us? Fargo Bank is using us in the system, and it's good enough. What I mean is like perfectionism. You will never create a software that is perfect. Then sometimes what you did it was good. Okay, you find a problem, you have an inconvenience, and you continue with the other part. The next part that you have to do is come back and ask someone, I was working on this, I did all of these things, and I have this blank here. Let's do it together. Then it will arrive someone else, maybe with more experience, or with your team, you can find a solution. But don't let find the perfection in one place stop you for advancing. I feel like there is a limit. Basically, I have it like a 6-7 hours limit. Like if I am grinding, and after 5 or 6 hours, I am not, I just stop it, continue with something else. Sometimes I take something easier to not to have this feeling of like I wasted all my day. And then with your team ideas, and you say, I tried this, and this, and this, didn't work. Do you have an idea how we can solve it? Yes, like this. And you will go over there. I'm not saying like work avoidance. I'm just saying like sometimes we don't know everything and we cannot do anything there. Just good enough is okay. Even for United States, believe me or not, computer science is another stuff and it's completely normal. If not, look the big breach of, I'm not saying that you have to not to take care of what you are doing. I am just saying that don't let the perfectionism not let you advance or not let you go because sometimes when you work in something else and you come back to the problem, you solve it. Because just sometimes you are just with too many things in your head. Just that.
Thank you, Mario.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, yeah. I say you did it great in that case. Something else. Just to tell you, if everybody is agree, Tuesdays, because basically after today, I don't have this extra class 3 times a week. I just have it 1 time a week when we are starting because you need a little bit extra help. We have it 3 times a week. But next week, I am arriving my class and 1 extra day. Do you think it's okay if I arrive Wednesday or Tuesday? You are basically the one that are here. We can just say this or this, or we don't want to see you. Then this as you feel like.
So you say starting from next week, we'll have 1 extra class a week.
With
right?
me,
Okay.
with me, yeah.
Okay. To me, any day is fine.
Okay. How you would like it? You would like it that is open, or you would like to have like that I make a slot and you can write your name, like I will come 15, 20 minutes and it can be individual.
I would personally dedicate this time to do these projects, the graduation projects, like just like we're doing it today, the agency project. But I don't know what the others say.
I'm sorry that I will ask direct. Hey, Davis, what do you think?
Who?
Oh, you, what do you think?
Oh, sorry. I've been thinking about something else. Sorry, I didn't.
Okay, it's okay. It's fine.
I've been
No, I just
thinking
say,
about the responsive something like in my mind. So yeah, whatever you said, yeah, cool. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Let's check our schedule. First of all, let's open our schedule. Can you open our schedule, Maria?
Okay, let me
So
just.
starting from the next week, so we will have only 1 extra classes, and we have to decide which day is good for us, all of us, right?
Yeah. That is my how can I say it? My idea. Let me just stop here. I will join the other computer.
For me personally, any day is good except Tuesday.
Whoa.
And Thursday.
Mario, do you
Okay.
have a twin?
Huh?
You have
I
a
have a
twin,
twin.
right?
Yeah, I have a twin. Okay. No, the thing is like in this computer here, it's my work. The other one is the other one that I use here. Okay. Then the next week it will be the 22nd. Here it is. We have grid, Flexbox, grid here, and as a mat, and here we have this practice project. This Thursday, and the Friday is when you are with me.
Oh, if you have practice project every Thursday, so then maybe no make sense to put your extra class on this Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And not
maybe I would
Friday
say,
because I am Friday.
yeah, on the Friday. Maybe we
Let's
can
do
do it
like
then.
Wednesday because there is a bootstrap. Maybe we need like some knowledge on.
And it makes sense for one reason, you know, which is the reason here. If we have Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, there is information already that you can look at. We can just go over it in another approach. Yeah, I think it makes sense that we meet every in this case every Wednesday after the class with 1 hour, and it's up to you. This hour is completely open. When I say 1 hour, it's 60 minutes, but if we need some more time, it's absolutely fine. Then that's it. And I will be with you then every Wednesday and every Friday over here. If something extra is needed or you have some doubts, I just want to be open with this. If you are having doubts in the middle of the cohort, if you are having inconvenience how you are feeling or the way that everything is advancing, or you don't feel like you are progressing in the way that you want, I will suggest you that you talk with the coordinators and maybe you talk with one of the instructors. Maybe we can see where you are stuck and may we find a way to help you. Don't let the things go big. And for the one who may feel overwhelmed, then we decided Wednesday after the class, at least I have some what to do. Something else that you have any doubts or something that you would like me to review?
We'll probably be having more questions after Tahir's classes to discuss with you.
Oh, with everybody has different, but I am arriving the next day. Then I can take the first 20-30 minutes for the different questions that you may have. And also is this extra class on Saturday, and also I hear, you know, not because one specific instructor is in one day or in another one, you can feel free to at the beginning of the next class, maybe tell the instructor, hey, you know what, we have this and this question. Could be possible that you approach it at the beginning or at the end of the class. The instructor go over his class, and at the very end, we can have this extra. There is always like a 15-20 minutes that you can clarify stuff. Yes, that part is understandable. Take time to try to transmit the knowledge, but we always learn. That is important.
Okay.
Something. Okay. Something extra that we have to do. Oh, I am almost just being here with myself. Any question, commentary, critics, something?
I just wanted to ask my peers if they would like to stay after the class or maybe meet during the week to do some projects together. Because I think teamwork would also help.
Can we do like during the weekend, for example, like Sunday evening?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure about this weekend though, because we'll be having guests over.
But yeah, we can stay because like Mario next week will have like only one extra class. We can stay after the class for 1 hour, like just practice together. What do you think?
No, I know.
Are you? Where are you located in? Is
Chicago,
the time working? Okay.
Central Time.
Central Time. Yeah, I mean, if for me, anytime is okay. So
What do you think, guys? Davut, Maksat. Where is everyone? Everyone just left.
Yeah, I mean, just let me know, guys, if you
Yeah,
would
sure, of
need the
course.
help, something. Yeah, I will like will join whenever you want. So.
Okay. And if you
That's
get
pretty.
stuck during that thing, usually at this time you can Slack me. Sometimes I am open. If you get deeply, how can I say, stuck, Slack me. This is already time that I am at work. Maybe during the day I can check it. And because I have another schedule, it's fine that you text me at 1 a.m. your time. It's during the day for me.
okay, Mario, we have it recorded.
How you guys want it to like
Mario.
like work together? Like you want just to separate the like the whole page by the section to each other? Like yeah, someone or how you gonna go? Like how is the team works?
One question. Do you know how to use Git?
Not yet.
We just
Not yet.
started
Yesterday, yeah,
learning.
just Saturday.
And then I will suggest you that which we can even take some time tomorrow to be continue working. I can just make my class because tomorrow topic is not that big, half of the class, and maybe we can try. The thing is like I think like you have a class related with Git. If when you know Git properly, you will know how to do this asynchronous without anything. But
It will
I
be
think
like,
for now,
yeah, if you're gonna like explain the Git because yesterday class it was some kind of mess.
it is always
It's
like that. It's
because
Git.
Yeah, it's a hard topic, so it usually goes like that.
Let me do something. Tomorrow I can just give you another entrance. I will see what you were. Yesterday you installed Git. You checked how to use in this case Git branch, Git commit, right? Git branch and Git commit. You checked it yesterday.
No, not really. We just
We just downloaded.
we just downloaded Git and then we tried only get Git status and that's it.
Okay.
we did a little bit practice in the terminal. Yeah, but not much in the Git. We just learned how to do Git init, and that's it. Yeah, we didn't add any files. We didn't push. We didn't pull. We
Okay,
just did the init.
everybody knows how to have Git init at least in the project, right?
Not actually, like he just like type it, we just like follow his instructions.
No, but it's working. I mean, like something happened with your computer. It's not throwing you an error. That is that is my question.
We just
Yeah.
have like Git in our computer and that's it.
Okay,
And
but you didn't receive error.
Overall, we just
Okay.
installed Git and that's it. Overall, just installed
Okay,
Git and that's it.
okay. Then what I will do tomorrow is using Git during our project, and then we will be using. If everybody has installed it and you can write Git in it, just going over here, right? Let me just open here. For example, right now, if I open in this case my terminal, I don't have anything. If you see here, then when you got Git init, in this case, this thing is just blinking.
Mhm.
Okay, that is like you are already starting your goal. And here, do you see that there is a difference when you are saying git main, and here you have this git main. That means like you have at the beginning of your branch, git is a version controlling. Do you remember maybe at the school you have like a version 1, version 2, version 3? Okay, in git you are not using this versioning. You are using something called branch, and you use a git branch, and you have a name, for example, new feature. Let's say a feature. Okay, then you created a branch. Now I am going a little bit fast. Now I want you to notice this part here that is saying main. I will just say git checkout, and I will just add this new feature. Okay, and this one, it will change me to the, okay, new, okay, git checkout, and will add me to the new feature. Did not match any git, okay. Fatal not available cheating match. No, oh, okay. Let me just here, I will say git add, I will add everything. Then git commit dash m first commit. Okay. First commit. And this is, I am initializing my git repository. Now I will go git branch, new feature. Okay, now I will say git checkout, new feature. Now let's see, like now I created, I have main and I have checkout. Checkout, or when I go here, it's like I am duplicating the project. Let me right now just do this. I will just delete all the projects and I will save it. Okay, I will save it. Now I will say git add. This is just save it, just save it. Git commit dash m. This is like a save the changes into my workflow. And here we say I deleted everything, and I save it. Okay. Something cool that is happening right now is I don't have anything here, but if I say git checkout main, that is all your code. I mean, it's just versioning. There is nothing. When you are talking about branch, it's like you have this information and you duplicate. Now you are working not in the original, you are working in the copy that you have here. And then that copy, if I want to go to the other one, I just have to say, hey, git checkout, and I go to the new feature, and I don't have anything over there. This is the only thing that Git is doing it. And what is the good thing is everybody has the same copy. I am Maxat, David, and Shana, all of you have the same copy. Then everybody can be working in one part of the project. And at the very end, we just merge it, all the copies inside one place. Let me say that I have link. I can create another branch. For example, this one I can call it, okay, with header. Okay, this branch with header, git checkout with header. And now I am over there and I will just add this HTML file. I will save it. And I will say git add, everything is repeating all the time. Git commit, Mario added a header.
Commit is like commentary.
Yeah, you can see it here, git log. I have here, for example, Mario Arriola with this email at this time, added this. And then I can see the work of everybody, and I can blame someone. It's just called git blame. And you can see it. Like, for example, here, look, the first commit, I delete everything, Mario added the header. And then you can just be over here. The good thing is, like, for example, if you go git checkout main, git checkout main, you have all the code. This is your main. It will just say git checkout, git checkout, new feature, git checkout, new feature. Okay, you don't have anything. And then go to git checkout, and you go check out with header, that you have everything. And when you have a lot of people working in one place, I will just show you something. GitHub.
The new feature with header, these are just the names of the branches, right?
Those are just names that I am adding.
Okay, so
to.
when we will be working on one common project, then can we name them by our names?
Oh,
So-
usually, look, for example, these are some that I am working, MA, like a Mario Arriola, is something that you want. What I am seeing, like, this is our project, and we are around 300 developers working here. As you can see, there are 592 different branches being working. But mine are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is something that I started.
This is 5 which you created only, right? Like you are.
Yeah,
the
these
admin.
are mine. These are mine.
But everyone
These
has
are-
access for yours.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Mario,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, like we are not allowed to change the main, right? That's why we are creating the branches. How do you
Yeah.
like take everything from the main to your branches? Because I know how to do like with clicking like the button and everything, but with coding, I don't know how to do that.
I just there is some command that is called, for example, I can say git merge. Oh, I can just go, for example, it depending where you want to do it. Let's say like you want to say git checkout main, and git checkout main, and then this is another. You need to merge it. Then you say git merge. Like in this part, you will just get it. Let's so call it new feature. And now I take the new feature and I merge it here. I don't have anything. Then I can bring the other one. I can say git merge, in this case, with header. And then I am bringing the other branch here. And you just have copies and you are like, oh, okay, I want to paste this here. No, I want to paste this here. But the idea is that this one can be connected with the internet, with GitHub, and you can just send information. For example, Maxat do something and I do something. Then you merge first Maxat, and then everything is in main, and then you make what I did it, and everything is in main.
Why IntelliJ is much easier than the Visual Studio? Because like in IntelliJ, you have like button, you can just like press it, like create the branches, pull, like updated the project, push it and pull it. No need to.
You can do everything here. You can just do everything here. I mean, like header. If you save it, you will have it here, and you can basically just press here, say add a comment, sure, some information, and commit it. I mean, you can do it over there. I show you the one in the terminal because maybe in the future you will not have VS Code. Maybe you will go to another way. And it will be the same. The code that you have it here in the terminal, it will be more powerful here. For example, let's say that I want to do something like this, git rebase, and I want to go interactive. That one, I cannot do it over there. I cannot make one rebase interactive. I cannot change the whole trio that I am having over there. There are things that you can do in the terminal that you cannot do in the visual. And I try to show you at least the first classes, the terminal, and then you can just go over here. It's depend on you. I just find the terminal faster, and it's good if you have a good domain of the terminal, because this terminal is Unix. Then Unix work any place. It's the same.
Do you have like code, like for example, to see the difference between two branches? Sometimes like when you updating project and you miss something, you can just like compare like two projects and find out like it's like just highlighting, right?
Not here. I am basically just when you have problem with two branches, in this case, you will have a problem in this case in merging. Then the system will show you right away when you want. In the moment when you want to merge something, it will show you that discrepancy between both, and it will show you the two screen. But I have to create that problem in order to see it. I cannot just see it right now without creating it.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you will have. I'm not saying like that, but let's say something that is mine. Okay, here. You will have something like this. That the will here is not what you want, because it's showing me in red the added, and in green in red the removal, and in green the added. But usually you will have it in two screens, and this one is the main, and in the other one you will say what you want to do it, and it will show you the conflict. And then you have to decide which one you want to keep, the one that's in the previous or the new version, and you have to solve that merging problem. But I think that is in every Git problem that is showing you. But I'm not sure if that is what you were asking me.
Yeah. You asked, you answered to my question actually. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Something else? Don't worry, tomorrow I will go step by step with the Git, what I was doing. But if you know that those three commands, that is git add, git branch, git add, git checkout, and git merge, you are ready to go. The basic of Git is just that. The other one will be in this case git push, when you connect it with GitHub. At the beginning is more than enough those three commands. Okay.
In the field, if we mess up with the Git, does our manager sort it out, or
there are a way. There is one thing that is called cherry picking. Okay, if you mess up with Git, first thing, main has to be blocked all the time. Main has to be. You don't have to allow to anybody to merge into main if it's not after two approvals. Never. And if you mess up in your branch, you have different options. First one, create a new branch. It's not that the word finish. And the second one is exists something that is called cherry picking, that you can take some commit. You can take some commit that you did it and you go back. Or you can just reverse the last commit, because you just destroy it in the last commit, then you just go back one commit and everything is okay. Let me see. Okay, in this case will be I think is for example, here I have some commit. You just see it, git log, and I can see some information, add the header, delete everything, and so on, right? Then what I can do is something like git reset, and I can say it soft. Soft. There are different. There are soft or hard, hard, and then I say the head go back one. It's just delete the last commit. Here, and it will delete me the last commit. Then you have to go again, git reset. Okay. It's supposed that git reset. So here it's not doing it. Okay, because I am doing it in main. Oh. Okay. Clear.
What does one mean? Is it like one commit?
Yes, the last commit I am trying to delete. Here you have it. I didn't show. I didn't say. Look, these are the two commit that I bring in last part.
This is what you deleted, right?
Yeah, this one
This is what
was but it's for
This is what you
deleted.
deleted from the new features
Yeah,
and added.
but and this is absolutely not good, but at least you recover your data. Why I have two in this case? It's interesting. Over here. In the stages, this is the deleted that I have. Let me just remove this one, move it. And let me just, let me just close it and I say don't save it. And let me see what I have. No, if I write it after I remove it, and if I go here, git log, there is nothing, just the first commit. Just my Git, my VS Code is working slower, but with the soft, you remove the last two commits. Now they don't exist in my workflow. I just have the first commit. If you go, for example, git merge, and I will just, I think I can go git merge new feature. I have everything here, right? I have all the information. Now I can just go and instead of soft, I will say, let me just go here. I will say git log, and I have two commits. I delete everything and the second one. If I go in this case and I remove the last commit, I have to close this guy here, and I go, and it's coming here. This is the last commit that I have it. If I go git log, it only exists the first commit that I have it here. I just have to go here. Let me close it, and it's here. And the last commit that I merged doesn't exist anymore. Working is working, just the workflow is looking a little bit weird. But if you mess up with something, you can just go with that, like with git log soft and the head -1. It's one commit before. I will suppose that that was the commit that you destroy everything, Shonar. Okay. No, your manager will not go and help.
Okay, thank you, Mario.
You're welcome. Okay.
I
Then,
think we have to stop here.
yeah.
I'm super tired. I don't know about you guys, but I don't accept any information. No.